We're going to start this week's adventures by heading up to Kingston again. The way this week is looking, it looks like this might be my only sale, actually. I could be wrong. Something could happen throughout the week, I don't know. But as I planned, this is the only confirmed thing so far, so I'm going for it. If you guys ever do get into like the delivery business of any kind, whether it be crazy stuff like I do, like cards or anything else, and you gotta drive, an hour plus, 2 hours, whatever, you kind of want to consolidate your trips so that you have other things to do, so you're not just driving to somewhere for one thing. Like, I have to go sell this package of cards, and then I have a personal thing to take care of. So for me, trip's worth it. Also, with these gas prices, who really cares anyway, right? There's actually one stop we have to make before we get on the highway, and that's, of course, Tim Hortons. So let's get it going.
How are we getting it for you?
Can I get an extra large French vanilla, please?
Anything else?
That's it.
$2.95. Come on up.
Thanks. In we go. Another satisfied customer. I'm just having dinner. I'm actually reorganizing the shop. You guys will see it just in a little bit. But I was hungry, and we didn't really have any food in the last episode. So I got a panzerotti. Panzerotti is a lot like pizza. Technically it is pizza. So yeah, we got more pizza in the video. We can't go too long without pizza, right? I mean, what are we, just like savages? Cavemen? No, we need pizza in our lives. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this, and then we're just going to show you off the shop and talk about what we're going to talk about this week's episode. And for those of you wondering, it's all cheese, nothing else in it, because I'm on a diet. No meat, no nothing else, just cheese. That's all I wanted. Don't judge me. Just cheese. It's really good. Well, what do you think? Made some changes. A lot of changes. I wanted to make a bigger background for a long time, but I never really had the time to do it until now, so this is what we got. I can actually, stand and talk. I don't always be sitting down. I felt like sitting down was kind of holding me back a little bit, so now I can pace. I can move around. And you can look at all the pretty things in the background that'll be changing. I really liked the background we've been using for most of the episodes. When I first started the channel, I used another background as well, which you might remember. This just gives me the best of both worlds, and it's got lots of, oh my god. It's got lots of cool things. You know, you got product over here, you got some nice things to look at that are technically product, most of it. You got some more stuff over here. If I need to, I can bring over the whiteboard, I can bring in props from anywhere. It's great. Another nice thing about this change is now I can comfortably seat 26 people. I did some measurements, sorted out the tables. 26 people is a go, which is actually pretty cool because we struggled for 18 one day. But with some moving around, actually opening up the space, 26 people can sit here comfortably, not really crammed. We can cram a little more if we ever need to, but I think 26 is a next goal, if you want to put it that way. Anyway, a whole lot of things have happened the last week. I have a whole list of things here I want to talk about. You know, I have a lot to talk about today. So, number one, Nationals is canceled and World is canceled. What does that mean? Only a few of us had invites, so in terms of travel, not really anything's lost. In terms of single prices, though, certain singles will go down in price. Certain things like collectible cards, hard to find things, you know, those things will maintain value, maybe go up, and as more information is revealed, like what we'll get to shortly, you'll notice that certain prices will go up. But for the most part, some things are going to slowly go down over time, and that'll be it. So if you guys want to buy singles preemptively, in the hopes that they'll still be relevant in a few months when everything is all done in the world, then it's probably a good idea to do so, and I recommend it. Next thing, just a couple little things going on, kind of to give you an idea of how we're doing here. I built this deck. You know, this is a Lightsworn deck. I built it because some people in our community were interested in seeing what a Lightsworn deck in this new Master Ruling format would look like. So in the hopes of making a sale, you know, I built one. I think it's pretty cool. You know, with the right setup, you can make some ridiculous boards. So that's always nice to see. I think it's great. I don't think it's like the hottest tier 1 deck or anything, but it's a fun, nice little thing you can play. So hopefully this will strive some of the community to make the purchase. When you put an hour or two into something, maybe a little bit longer when I actually came to filming things and whatever, hopefully it works out. Hopefully someone buys something from it. We're still doing deliveries. We're still doing curbside, things like that. Still hunting down singles for people every week. Still, you know, moving singles. Next week, Machina decks come out as far as I know. So that'll be a nice chunk of change, I guess. Yeah, the shuffling cards is just so relieving. Such a nice feeling. Just shuffling cards, you know, whatever, who cares? It's nice. An update to the DDS Blue Eyes $20 challenge. I don't know if it's just everything going on at once, but it's been incredibly stagnant. I can't really move the singles in there right now too much for some reason. Currently, the singles in the box are an Adjusted Gold and Malicious Bane that are still there, and a Utopia Double, along with almost $400 in cash, maybe more than that now. I was hedging that with the new Master Rule, someone would be like, Heroes! Let's give it a shot. Because I've seen some crazy things with Heroes, and they're playing Bane and Gold, so I don't know. Seemed like a good idea to me. That hasn't happened yet, so I don't know what to say to that. I think eventually I will sell them, and we'll use the money in there to buy more singles, to move more singles as things go along, and that's it. So I wouldn't say the challenge is on hold or anything, it's just on an incredibly slow pace. I think due to everything going on, and eventually everything will be fine. The next topic I really want to talk about for a little bit are the next Mega Tins, which were announced actually today. Today's Wednesday, so we found out that the Mega Tins are coming and the Dragoon of Red Eyes is coming out. We'll talk about that little funny thing in a second. Here's how I'm approaching it. Pre-orders for the product are due soon, so I let the community know, hey, I can order tins now. What do you want? Let me know. So far, I'm about 5 hours in from making that announcement, and we're already at 41 tins that are claimed that people want to buy. For a small community, it's not bad. You know, 41 tins. A lot of it's coming from one individual, and a lot of people haven't even seen the message yet. So we're gonna just play it by ear. I'm sure that 41 will turn into a bigger number, and of course, Like dual overload, I'll probably order a case to crack open for singles, maybe 2. We'll see what happens. Now, let's talk about Dragoon Red Eyes. And to talk about it properly, I need a prop. I'm gonna look at that prop right now. It's really, really important to get your exercise. So that's what I was just doing, going for a run. Important. You're only getting older. It's important to burn all that fat, keep active, all that stuff. Well, on that note, it's getting pretty chilly. So I'm gonna go take some nice nature shots, I guess, and talk to you guys in a bit. So this tattered up Elite Trainer box from Pokemon is what I like to call the Forever Box. I've made mention of this before. The Forever Box is something that I use to store cards that I just want to hold on to until the right time to sell them. That's really all it is. Nobody can touch my box. Shouldn't be laughing at that, that's awful. Nobody can get anything in this box until it comes out of the box and I have it for sale. However, a few little announcements have been made that caused some of the cards in here to spike in value a little bit. So we were just talking about Dragoon Red Eyes, right? Well, start with these. You know what these are? The alternate borderless art of Dark Magician and Red Eyes. I think I picked up those singles for maybe around $10 to $20 combined at most. I just made a sale for $200 with those 2 cards. Considering at most I spent $20 on them, I'm up to $200. That's a huge profit margin. That's why I have a Forever Box. That's why this thing exists. Because I could have sold those cards a while ago for nothing, and I could have made little to no profit. Or I could have taken a great chunk of my rent away just by holding on to cards like these. Oh, and I also heard that Winged Dragon and Raw is getting support. This card, the Egyptian Gods. Gods, Winged Dragon and Raw. Winged Dragon and Raw. Now, the Jump, the Ultimate Art, Winged Dragon and Raw. Bunch of Winged Dragon and Raws. Raw, 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 raw. And I got more in here. I'm sure I have more Raws in here. Raw. Winged Dragon and Raw had a small little price spike as well. Not as much as Dark Magician and Red Eyes Black Dragon, the good versions of it. These premium gold versions, the gold secret rares, maybe I paid $5 for them. Maybe. There, you should look them up. These little tiny penny stocks, these raw from last year's Megatin, I get these as bulk for free. They're not bulk or free anymore, tell you that. They're a little more expensive than that. Also, yesterday when the announcement was made, I made a deal with a guy for more Raws. So we're just gonna add some more original Raws to the collection. Investing in cards is always a good idea. Do your research and think about what cards could go up in value one day, what cards have a chance of going up in value one day, and just think about it. I have a separate box for banned cards. I just stick all the banned cards I get, put them in there. I either get them as bulk or very, very little. So if any of those cards become unbanned, like Pot of Avarice or whatever, Zodiac or whatever the thing it's called, Dryden, all of a sudden Zodiac Dryden's not $2 anymore. It's I don't know, how much is it Canadian now? $8? Something like that? I don't know. It's up there. It's just something you want to keep in mind. It's kind of like the stock market, which I really enjoy, by the way, where you can just get a stock, you think it's going to go up, you think it's at a low, so you buy it at its low, and then all it takes is a little push, and then, some stocks really explode, like Amazon and Netflix back in the day. Some stocks move a little bit, and then it's an easy sell, and then it's good profit. Same with these cards. Same thing. There was one more thing I wanted to mention. I really appreciate the support you guys give me. The number of people that have left comments or have sent me messages on the Facebook page saying, hey, we'll buy some cards. Hey, start an eBay store. Hey, blah, 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 blah. Here's an idea. Honestly, I'm thrilled. You guys are awesome to me. You support me so much. It's so great to see. Regarding things like the eBay store and writing an ebook, that one was a cool suggestion. All you guys gotta remember is that this is not a job for me. This is a hobby. This is me just renting out a space where people can come and play cards. LOL, not right now. Buy and sell cards. That way it pays for the rent, gives a little bit of extra, it builds some capital for the whole business as a whole, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. You know, I have other things going on in my life. Make it so that this isn't necessary at all. That's why this is only a part-time thing. So like, I'm not under any financial pressure. Like, if this place is a bust, you know, I'm not gonna end up homeless per se. Eventually, you know, I will start an eBay store. I have a whole list of things I need to get done in my life that I can actually get done now before that happens. Things like fixing up my house, catching up on some video games that I haven't really had time to play. I had Sword and Shield. I haven't even opened my sword. It's still in its packaging. I haven't touched Shield since December. I want to touch it a little bit. I want to get back into it. You know, on Pokemon Crystal for the 3DS release thing, the virtual console, I've been hunting Shiny Celebi since that console came out, off and on. And I still haven't got it. I'm at over 2,000 attempts. You know, I'd like to just sit down and maybe do something else, do that at the same time. But now I have the time to do that. I can just focus and just, you know, mash A over and over again. You know, I can do that now. So there's a few things, but eventually the eBay store will happen. Don't worry. I have to figure out how I want to do it, because I don't want to sell things that the community here might want, because they're the first priority, because I love my community here. So I'll figure it out. When it happens, don't worry. Might happen sooner than you think. Eventually, when the store reopens, I really hope that chair comes and plays cards at some point. Honestly, keeps buying cards. I really want to see what it's got for skill. I really do. Hopefully it comes to locals. That's all I can say about that. You guys want to see something cool? I'm wondering what all this is. Literally, it's all cards. Cards. Different games, cards. And over there, more cards. So, some people spend holidays, you know, spend time with family, eating some good food, whatever. This year, because of everything going on, nothing. Nothing to do, nothing planned. So, I'm gonna just use my Sunday to catch up on things that I would catch up on any other Sunday. Like card order fulfillments, and now I have a whole poop ton of cards to sort. That'll probably take a long time, but we're gonna get started on it and see what happens. Just to keep you guys in the loop, next week's episode is gonna be about the grind, because the following week I'm gonna be on vacation, where I'm going to just turn off my phone and whatever, turn off all my things, talk to nobody, just spend a week in isolation and just, you know, just relax and sleep and watch movies and play games, and I guess maybe visit my girlfriend. That's probably important. Probably should do that. The video for that week is actually a fun little topic. That's something unique and different. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. But next week, all the grind. Week left, we're going to make some sales, going to have some fun, do some cool things, hopefully. Well, you guys will be seeing this after Easter, so I hope you guys had a great Easter weekend. You guys continue to have a great rest of your week, and just stay safe and stay healthy. See you later.